Is Shopify the future of e-commerce? Shopify is a widely known commerce technology company that builds software to help people and businesses create online stores. It's one of the biggest e-commerce platforms in the world, providing millions of people and enterprises. They basically give the technology for people to run their own businesses. The stock is currently trading at around $128 and is up around 36% year to date and is down around 23% over the last 3 months. Shopify dominantly makes its money through its merchant solutions, which are basically fees, such as a cut on products sold or payment fees. But Shopify also makes its money through subscriptions. Both metrics have been growing substantially. It also seems Shopify is heavily investing into the business, with its purchase of investment being over 11 billion as shown in this chart. Shopify has invested into its businesses, adding an AI sidekick which will help you run your business and answer any business related questions. Along with that, they also plan on having AI to run the entire back office, doing simple but tedious human tasks like customer support, analyze performance data, and even give suggestions. And down the line, Shopify expects AI, whether it's own AI or external AI like ChatGPT or Google Gemini, to be able to buy for consumers after getting permission. Basically, they'll be able to buy a product based on your prompt, and all you have to do is say which option you like best. Now, they have AI that recommend products but not yet be able to pay. Also, if you're wondering how external AIs will be able to recommend Shopify products, Shopify uses a UCP or Universal Commerce Protocol, which will eventually make it possible. Now, enough about their AI investment and all that. Let's look into their financials along with valuation. Shopify's financials are really good, and here's a few key metrics. GMV or gross merchandise value was up around 29% for the year, along with amazing revenue growth being 30%. Shopify now has 14% of the US e-commerce market. They also had international revenue growth of 36%, along with 27% growth to offline revenue. Along with that, their B2B or business-to-business GMV growth was 96%. Along with that, they also generated $2 billion in cash flow and $1.5 billion in operating income, which Shopify says is their 10th consecutive quarter of double-digit cash flow margins. Now, I won't have time to go over all financials, so pause now if you want to look at any specific financials. Now it's time to look at their valuation. Shopify has a P/E ratio of nearly 134 according to Gap, like a Gap ratio, and according to Seek and Alpha. Along with that, has a forward P of 69. For a reference, the SAP is currently trading at a P of only 28, so Shopify is definitely trading at a current steep premium. Shopify makes up for this through their amazing growth, and with the company making tons of cash, it makes it a stock that is definitely worth looking into. Now, the valuation itself is very scary, which means with that valuation, they have to perform perfectly. Shopify also recently announced a $2 billion share repurchase program, which shows the belief in the company. The company also has a healthy balance sheet, having minimal debt and a decent amount of cash that they can deploy if needed. But while there is a lot of bullish sentiment around the stock, with analysts saying that Shopify will have amazing growth and increased GMV while keeping customers, they also say that Shopify has attracted mid-market users and enterprises to the platform, which analysts think was worthwhile. But obviously there's a bear case as well. Like I said earlier, analysts agreed with me about the premium valuation. Shopify has to keep performing or the stock might tumble, and analysts seem to agree with that. They also say that they're exposed to economic downturn as most of their business is about other people selling stuff, and if people aren't buying, that will affect both their subscription and their merchant sales or fees segments. Lastly, with Shopify growing so fast, competitors might try and take market share, such as Amazon or Google. But here's my thoughts on Shopify. I think Shopify is a great business that is still growing and still has a lot of room to grow. Now, the company is exposed if there is an economic downturn, which right now is possible, especially with everything that's happening. It will affect Shopify among many others. Another thing is the valuation. I think it's currently too high, and I think many investors would agree with me. And one sudden drop in earnings could cause the stock to drop as well. Also, the risk of, say, Amazon and Google trying to take share is also possible. But Shopify is continuing to invest heavily into its business, and if it gets its goals that Shopify have set itself, it will give them a unique advantage over competitors. Along with their wide switching cost moat and brand loyalty, I feel Shopify right now, for me personally, is a stock I'll hold back on, especially in the current market environments. Also, the current valuation is another factor in that. But what are your thoughts on Shopify? Is it overvalued? Is it set for a crash? Or is it a missed opportunity that people are ignoring? Comment below your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching, and slán.